And now we turn to Pennsylvania, where a single county official is striking a major blow against a statewide ban on same-sex marriages. He's simply ignoring it.
There are a number of people who've attacked Bruce Haynes. They said he's flouted the law. They say he's picking and choosing what laws that he wants to obey. They say he's gone rogue. Well, I want to make it clear that Bruce Haynes did exactly what the law commands. Bruce Haynes took an oath of office. The oath of office does not require him to uphold the Domestic Relations Code of Pennsylvania. The oath of office requires him to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America.
A middle-class town just north of Philadelphia is the new battleground in the marriage equality debate. Same-sex marriages are not legal in Pennsylvania, but Bruce Haynes is issuing those marriage licenses anyway, 135 of them as of Friday. The county official is a hero to some, a lawbreaker to others, and now his own state government is suing him to make him stop. The rest of the country is certainly watching. Joining us now from Pennsylvania is Bruce. Thanks so much for being here, sir.
Good afternoon.
Tell me this, what was the moment when you decided to do this?
Well, let me go back just a little bit, if I may.
Okay.
About a month ago, my office got a phone call from the attorney for two women who were just inquiring about getting a marriage license. That phone call got moved to my solicitor. We had some conversations about it. We brought in the county solicitor, and initially, when confronted with the prospect of having to turn these two women down, we just decided let's see if there's any reason for turning them down, and there is. There's the Pennsylvania Marriage Code. On the other hand, the Windsor case had just come down, which was the federal DOMA case decided by the U.S. Supreme Court. The ACLU had brought a case against the Commonwealth attempting to overturn the Pennsylvania DOMA, and the Pennsylvania Attorney General, Kathleen Kane, had decided not to defend that because she believes that it is, and this is her statement, wholly unconstitutional. My solicitor, Mike Clark, and the county solicitor, Ray McGarry, did some research, and Pennsylvania, in its constitution, is pretty clear with regard to civil rights. Civil rights cannot be abused, and additionally, a civil right cannot be denied based upon the sex of the individual. That's in Article 1, Section 28 of the Pennsylvania Constitution.
Okay.
I decided that given those circumstances, yes, Pennsylvania Constitution compels me to treat all people equally, so that if two women or two men came into my office and requested a marriage license, I would give them one. Interestingly enough, those two women did not come in, and so that the two women that came in on I believe, July the 24th, were not the two women that initially had inquired.
Okay, and 135 cases later, here you are. The Pennsylvania officials have come out and said that you risk causing serious and limitless harm in Pennsylvania and throughout the country, that you're essentially throwing a monkey wrench into the system there. What do you make of that charge and that criticism?
Well, if I may, I'd like to just hold off talking about the lawsuit. I'm a defendant in that lawsuit as the clerk of the Orphans Court in Montgomery County. I'd like to not comment on the lawsuit, if I may.
Okay, and do you feel like you have any obligation to uphold the state law? Seems like not. I mean, it seems like you're reading into the law that there is a constitutional right for folks to get married.
Well, I think it's fairly well established that when a law violates a constitution, the Constitution wins. I mean, that's not my idea. There may be a question as to whether or not the Register of Wills clerk of the Orphans Court in Montgomery County has the right to decide when a law is against the Constitution. That's a separate legal issue. However, as Senator Leach pointed out in that clip right before I came on, he pointed out that I have sworn an oath to uphold the Pennsylvania Constitution.
Yeah.
I take that oath very seriously.
What sort of reactions have you gotten, and do you have worry that you might be relieved of your duties?
Well, first off, you have to understand I'm elected,
Okay.
so I'm not subject to
So a
anyone's
recall
appointment.
effort or impeachment or anything like that?
A recall is possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. An impeachment is possible. I don't know. But this decision was not made on the basis of my political future. What kind of response have I
Yeah.
received? Overwhelmingly positive. And I think the reason is that there's no really good argument against it, other than maybe a technical one that shouldn't be done by the Register of Wills, clerk of the Orphans Court of Montgomery County. That's a technical legal issue. Most of the contrary comments or letters that I've received are mostly religious. I get an envelope full of religious tracts, but I don't know how to respond to that. Everyone is entitled to their religion.
Yep. Bruce, thank you so much for chatting with me today. Good luck.
All right, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.